energy storage company EOS unveiling a new long-duration storage platform called Indensity, built to meet surging demand from AI and data centers. The system can deliver up to 4 times the energy density of traditional battery storage while using non-flammable zinc chemistry. EOS stock has been rallying over the last year. It's up better than 250% in that time frame. Joining me now is the CEO of EOS, Joe Mastrangelo. Joe, great to have you. Welcome.
Hi, Maria. How are you?
Good. Electricity demand obviously is exploding with this AI surge. What does success look like for Indensity? How much of your business and your growth is tied to this AI-driven power demand?
Well, the AI-driven power demand is creating new use cases for our product. It's also accelerating a shift to more reliable energy sources. When we look at like what Indensity can do, Indensity is a flexible resource that, 40% of our opportunity pipeline today is tied to AI and data centers, and the remaining 60% is tied to traditional energy. So we're excited about bringing this product to market.
And how are you paying for this? I mean, there's a worry that there's so much lending underway for these AI data centers, and the banks are going to be left holding the bag.
Look, I look at this as like, this is the way we're going to have to power our future. Like, Maria, if you look at just the way our grid operates, it's an inefficient asset, right? And I think when you think about just congestion alone on the grid, so traffic jams where you can't get electrons where they need to be, it costs us up to $12 to $15 billion a year. 1 gigawatt of power, so 1 acre of Indensity, unlocks 1.2 billion of that cost. So I think this is something we need, regardless of what happens with AI. I think as AI grows, yeah, there's going to be fits and starts tied to this, but it's something that we need to do. I mean, this is a critical imperative for our country.
Well, I mean, it's just incredible to me that President Trump enters office and makes this a priority, and we haven't heard a peep out of any other president about this incredible moment in time where demand is spiking.
Yeah, look, I think as the administration came in, I think the president focused rightly so on energy. And,
right.
And in the U.S., half my career was spent in the oil and gas industry. So we're blessed with natural resources, and we got to utilize those resources as the best that we can. When you look at traditional gas-fired power generation, we only utilize those assets 30 to 60% of the time. The reason why I came to EOS 8 years ago was I saw this as a technology that can make the overall energy system more efficient. I saw this as something that we needed. And I think with the focus on this, rightly so, as more and more of what we do in our lives becomes electrified, this is going to be important. It's not only important for like how we live. I think, I think the president talking yesterday about the cost of electricity. Yes, we want all this technology, but we don't want the prices to go up when we flip our light switch.
Yeah,
and I think adding a product like Indensity to the mix makes that a cost-effective way to grow in the future.
Yeah, it's a great point to make, because you're seeing oil and gas down as the president's push for affordability and reining in inflation, but utility prices are up. We're also seeing a big push for U.S. battery autonomy. The Trump administration is reshoring manufacturing, cutting reliance on China. How is EOS building a domestic supply chain now? Again, this issue more important than ever.
Yeah, Maria, we started this journey in the first Trump administration. We brought manufacturing back from China into Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We, at the time, our supply chain was 40% U.S. based. We now stand above 90%. But like the great story here, outside of just the technology being able to build the battery modules, is we're finding suppliers across what we used to call the Rust Belt that's becoming a high-tech manufacturing belt, if you will. We have one supplier in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, right? The history of Johnstown, the collapse of the steel industry. They're building the enclosures for us for Indensity. This is exciting because when you talk to owners, these are small, medium businesses. When you talk to the owners of those businesses, you ask them, you think we can compete as America globally? And they're all in on this. So we've been very excited about building this supply chain, bringing back manufacturing to the U.S. and creating jobs for people. Like, this is about a path to middle class for people. We started off in Pittsburgh, 2 employees in 2019. Today, we stand above 750 with every employee a shareholder in the company. So this is a great way for people to come in, learn, grow, and build careers. Well,
it's also a national security issue, is it not?
Yeah, it is. When you think about, Look, I mean, I'm not on the inside of this, but when you look at what happened in Venezuela and the lights going out, we don't want something like that happening here in the United States. The thing that we've done with EOS is not only are the raw materials in the battery U.S. sourced, The software is from the U.S. The critical components in the printed circuit boards that run the software are from FAOC compliant countries, and the data never leaves the U.S. And I think that's an important aspect of how we're going to manage the grid, because the grid really is how we live when you go forward. So
when you look at the demand story today, because of AI, because of these data centers, have you ever seen anything like this? I mean, how would you assess it?
I mean, look, I've been in this industry for over 35 years. I've never seen the industry move as fast as it's moving. We need to move faster, though. I think we've talked about like getting permitting, getting things through, getting things online. I think we've got to keep moving forward. You look at what Senator McCormick did in the summer here in Pennsylvania. Like, you look at Pennsylvania as a state, the natural resources and the gas that it has, the ability to build out, tie in EOS batteries with gas-fired power generation, bring data centers here, and make this another U.S. success story.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Joe, we'll be watching the company and certainly your work. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Maria. Have a good day.
And to you, Joe Mastrangelo. We'll be right back. Stay with us.